I've always been fascinated by people who can just talk with anyone. No hesitation, no pressure, they just flow. And I used to wonder, how do they do that? Because I wasn't like that in the beginning. When I started in sales, I used to prepare too much. Every line, every possible objections, every little word, all used to be so scripted. I wanted to sound sharp, impressive, and professional. But here is the truth: the more I tried to sound right, the less people connected with me. One time I was pitching to a founder in cold call. I still remember this clearly. In midway through, my manager said, "You sound like you are trying to sell, not have a conversation." That one statement hit me harder because my entire 20-member team was sitting next to me, and everyone, including me, felt my manager was right. I wasn't having conversation. I was actually performing. Every sales guy must agree to this. Doing 50 cold calls per day with just a years of experience make you super nervous. That was the day I started learning about good communication. I have started consuming YouTube content. Video creators like Denlock and Grant Cardone were the game changers for me. Even over the years, through cold calls, long meetings, random founder chats, and team discussions, I have realized something very simple. The people who communicate effortlessly don't speak better, but they just listen better. They are not rushing to respond. They are trying to understand things. They don't worry about sounding smart, but they focus on being or sound more clear. I have seen how that changes everything. Being an account manager, I used to always lead a customer facing communications with the data in HubSpot, scripts available handy, information in Slack. Many times managing escalations have to be an effective and positive. I have been taught to shift focus on measuring connecting time instead of just the length of the call. Avoid going on a defense mode, especially in escalations. Asking open ended questions and letting customers speak. In the end, most of the time, the entire team used to win customers' trust back. And that is without fancy pitches or slide decks or discounts. So, what I have realized, walking an extra mile and focusing on effortless communication, you can negotiate in any situation. This one change can double your meaningful conversations in just less than 1 month. That's what effortless communication really means to me now. Not smooth talk, not a perfect grammar, or not a clever line. It's about feeling human enough to have an honest conversation. And this is not just for salespeople. Every tech employee, developer, designer, marketers, everyone who interacts with customers or teams need these skills. Curiosity is the real foundation of an effortless communication. When you are genuinely curious about people, your tone softens, your words slow down, and the conversation start to flow on its own. Even today, I catch myself repeating the same behavior when I'm too busy or when I'm pressurized by my own situations. I notice I start talking more and listening less. And every time I do that, I remind myself, you don't have to impress people to connect with them. You just have to be present. Because we are in a world where everyone is fighting to be heard. The person who actually listens will always stand out. So if you are a founder building a team, don't just hire people who can speak well, but hire people who can listen with intent. And if you are someone who is just trying to impress and improve the skills, start small. Next time when you are in a meeting, don't think about your next line. Think about what the other person really means. You will see how much lighter conversations will feel, and when you will stop trying to control it. Effortless communications and conversations isn't something you will born with. It's something that you have to build call by call, meetings by meeting, conversations by conversations. And honestly, I'm still learning it every single day because every new person teaches me something new about patience, about empathy, about timing, about clarity. And the more I learn, the more effortless it starts to feel. So if you are trying to work on that skills too, my DM on LinkedIn are open. We can share notes because it's one of those things you never stop getting better at. Cheers.